the pedagogy, with that come the textbooks, the videos, and so on, all of which have as their purpose promoting Sharia within America.
There, Frank,
and the fact that you think it's not a problem is evidence of the success.
I didn't say that.
Guys, hold on. I want to bring in the rest of the panel in here. Go ahead, Beau.
You know, I've been to the Middle East 24 times. I'm a little familiar with this, and what he says is very true. A lot of funding comes through the radical side from Saudi Arabia, and what he's saying is very true. Also, you know, what we're talking about is Muslim and Sharia law. Sharia law, where you could marry a 6-year-old girl, where you could have sexual encounters with a girl 8 years old. These are laws that they're trying to institute through these laws.
Let me get my lawyer. Go ahead.
What's somewhat comforting, practicing here in New York in the Southern District, where all the federal resources are, you know, Eric, over the last 10 years, all the resources that went to organized crime really have been shifted over to terrorism and on these exact topics. I agree with Bob that there are heavy investigations going into each one of these mosques, especially these metropolitan areas, about where the funding's coming from and what's going on. I mean, what Frank is saying is actually terrifying. When you talk about terrorism, Frank, it's terrifying, but guys, we have the best people
Frank,
on it.
If it were 80% of the mosques, or is it 80% of the money coming from a certain area that you question, what's the answer? I mean, what are you suggesting we shut down 80% of the mosques in America?
Well, this is precisely the point that we got to with Eric on O'Reilly's show the other night. The answer, I believe, is where you find mosques that are engaged in promoting Sharia, and it's not all of them. There are other mosques in which Muslims are practicing their faith in a peaceful, tolerant way. They don't want to live under this barbaric, totalitarian, supremacist program any more than the rest of us do. Those are not the problem. The ones that are, and these other front organizations, the Islamic Society of North America, the Council on American Islamic Relations, the International Islamic Institute of Trust.
Where you find it. When they find it, they prosecute. They
where
haven't
you
found
find
it.
Sharia, where you find Sharia, you need to shut it
down.
The United States government.
Sorry, guys.
The problem, Bob, is the U.S. government is not looking for it, and it certainly isn't trying to shut it down.
Frank, we're going to say thank you to you. Beau has a big meeting. He maybe promised he'd have to get out of here. We're going to say thank you very much. I have a hunch, Frank, you and I and the rest of the panel are going to show up on some more of the blogs.